sound. Here me, Wali Bena, Emo, Dongo, na God it. People say you no go grow. Some man say you no go make am. You mama say you big for nothing. The name they call you na Popolipo. Even the begin where you go no, they call you failure. Even the woman where you get so, they call you failure. Be patient, you them go reach, you them go come. I got the power, I got the power, I got the power, I got the power. This year, baby, oh this year, na then go shame. If they try, na then go fail. Then the start up them, then the fire them, then the fire, fire. Tender, fire, fire. Wicked people, fire, fire. Tender, fire, fire. Every day, now all out. Now big trouble, Think for it, Nanambara. Now big trouble. Poverty, now Mr. Big Man. Poverty, now Mr. Bad Man. Forget the way you look, you compete. Look better, go compete. Forget the way you see, you compete. Look better, go compete. What's my God now in the shape? Now in the shape. All man go get. Hey, hey. Yeah, I got the power. I got the power. I got the power. I got the power. Mr. Ziggy. This year, baby. Oh, this year, na then go shake. If they try, na then go fail. Then the start up them. Then the fire them. Then the fire, fire. Then the fire, fire. Wicked people, fire, fire. Then the fire, fire. Here me, Wali Bena, Emo, Dongo, na God it. Then the fire, fire. Then the fire, fire. Wicked people.
Young Lee on the beats.
Oh na 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 na. See na act mannequin. Yeah, man. Something they up in this net. Between me and you to this net. Baby girl, you not me interest. So let the guardian angel witness. Where they bless you with me sweetness. Oh yeah. Turn your light down low. Turn your light down low. Baby, turn your light down low. So baby, come on, keep it on the low. Yeah. Anything for you, anything for you. I go do anything for you, anything for you, my baby. Put your hand, tell me what you need to feel. Look inside it, tell me what you need to see. Put your hand, tell me what you need to feel. Look inside it, tell me what you need to see.
Say I'm tryna holla mama. Stop the faking girl, give me a number. You baby girl, I don't wanna. If any man says you're not drama. Yeah. Let's see, I like English, you not deal with the grammar. I like you pass rest, show me to your mama. Yeah, listen, it's the pow. Una call act for the guy we know. Say each and every time if a man come test, we go die. And you know, say each and every every time if a man come test, we go die, yeah. So yeah, a baby girl, bring her back. Preach me like a good song and bring me back. Say, sabi rap a tam pom pom pop a dum dum boom.
Something that happened this night. Between me and you two this night. Me and you two get one big bet. Me and you two go gasol business. Me and you two not fit in bed. Right. Turn your light down low. Turn your light down low. Baby, turn your light down low. So baby, come on, keep it on the low. Yeah, yeah. Anything for you, anything for you. I go do anything for you, anything for you, my baby. Put your hand, tell me what you feel. Look inside it, tell me what you see. Hey man, I see you, man. Put your hand, tell me what you feel. Young Lee, you done never done both. Swagger.
Life, yeah. Life. I shall say, life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You got to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You got to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Ta open it, ta open it. There are funny things about life. Your huggy should be sharper than knife. Believe in yourself and nature will provide. Cause what's I go this I must survive. There are funny things about life. Your huggy should be sharper than knife. Believe in yourself and nature will provide. Cause what's I go this I must survive. Respect my hustle. Hey, my hustle. I go respect your hustle. My hustle. Life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You get to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You get to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Ta open it, ta open it. Ta open it, more, ta open it. Ta open it, ta open it. Ta open it, more, ta open it. Life, yeah. Life not easy at all, oh, yeah. Mama, they vex. Papa, no, they push up money. Life, yeah. Life not easy at all, oh, yeah. Mama, they vex. Papa, no, they push up money. Respect my hustle. Hey, my hustle. I go respect your hustle. My hustle. Life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You get to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Life, yeah. If you want success, it's not easy, yeah. You get to work from 7 to 5, just forget your daily bread, just to make you survive. Ta open it, ta open it. Ta open it, more, ta open it. Ta open it, ta open it. Ta open it, more, ta open it.
Oh, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, mama, papa, everybody. Tell me thank you. Gosh, it feels like a while I haven't been here. But now welcome and thank you. Thank you to all my supporters. Thank you for everything. Before I start, I just want to say a big thank you to the community and especially to United Artists for honoring me with the Community Champions Award 2019. Like I said, it was a shock, but a shock that was very well welcomed, appreciated. and I promise to do my best as I've always done, you know. For me, yes, an award is kind of just buttresses what I'm doing and reassuring me that I'm doing the right thing. But with or without an award, I would continue to do what I love to do and what I enjoy to do. And the things that I enjoy doing is sharing information and knowledge, which is why we're here today. But also, it's about bringing our community together. Unity, peace, honestly, in a trustworthy way, in every shape and form we can, so that the Salone community will be together again, just like we were in the 80s, for those of us who were here in the 80s and the early 90s, where we had one port of call, we had one big mama, we had one big dada, where you go to, you talk your problem, then direct you, then friend work for you, then tell you how you go get you cancel flat and all of that. Those lovely and beautiful qualities we shared long years ago. Some of us now, we hope and dream for make sure say we get back to that as best as possible. Of course, times have changed. There's a lot that has changed over the years, especially with the introduction of social media. Information technology has grown so much that it influences we in, I think, both positively and negatively. But I can always say to people, don't allow social media to use you. Use social media. So thank you once more. Thank you to all my listeners. Thank you for all the silent compliments I get and you give me, and the inbox messages and all the kudos. Very much appreciated. And I pray that and ask Papa God for continue to forgive me the strength, the knowledge and wisdom for continue to do the things I so love to do that are of benefit to other people. Right. So today, what are we going to do today? Today, we are going to talk about men's health. Now, I've decided to do this starting from this September. We're going to have a men's health series, and then we're also going to have a women's health series. So the woman, and I don't feel I don't neglect you now. I'm not saying I like man business day for me. But I think I just want to do it in such a way where I kind of draw attention and pay attention to specific gender. And so I thought befitting to start with the man them, because whether we like it or not, they are the head of the family, they are the leaders. Don't shoot me, all these women empowerment people. I know, yes, women, we're very strong, we have a place in the community, but for me, I still believe the men are the head and they should be leading and we should guide them. So you get me. So so we start with them. So today, the first part of the series we're going to do, I mean, it's going to be an endless series. So we're going to focus on illnesses or diseases that are more prominent in men. That is what I mean by the men's health series. It doesn't mean those same diseases women don't encounter them. It's just that it's more prominent in men. So we're going to be looking at heart disease, diabetes, prostate, you name it, you know, erectile dysfunction, and all those kind of stuff that sometimes we're a bit shy to talk about. So that will be part of the men's health series. And then for the women's health series, we're going to look at things like breast cancer, we'll look at menopause, we'll look at a woman's place in society, we'll look at, you know, sexuality and all of that, and relationships. So we will look at so many different things. And then, of course, there will be times when what we're talking about is important to all, and it's for the greater good. So we'll just do one program. So it won't just be focused on men's health and women's health. We'll draw into other issues that are going on in our community as well. But it has to be around about health and social welfare, anything that will develop us in the right way. So today we're going to talk about heart disease and diabetes. I am not going to, you know, labor so much on the academic bit of it, the scientific bit of it, because just to disclaim, I am not a cardiologist, neither am I an endocrinologist. However, I think I find myself very well learned and experienced in these areas that I can put one and two together and explain. I can able go na NHS online and see and read information, or go on Google Scholar, read information and make sense of it and put it together and summarize it and dilute them so that you will not go better school, or will not get an opportunity there, or even you will go school. Because sometimes I think when we go to we doctor them on our hospital, they blind we with the you know, the terminologies them. When they begin use like boku people that if you say just no cardiology, then they wanna say, what's in a cardiology? What's in a cardiac? You know, what's in a cardiovascular disease? So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing, for move away from them big word them, so that we can focus on the simple words, so me and you go able to understand waiting to go on, how for identify issues the way they go on, also for look for help, and also how for prevent some of them problems that they get. Because trust me, a lot of these illnesses them we can able to prevent them so much, and especially for we brother and sister, mama, papa, the way they Sierra Leone, where they are not as fortunate as we are in the diaspora, where we get, for us in the UK, we get a national health care system. We're fantastic, whether we like it or not. I know sometimes it goes wrong, but hey, nothing is perfect. We get our opportunity for say, oh, we hit the heart, we make appointment, we'll go see with GP. Now, people back home don't have that opportunity, don't always have that opportunity. So for them, I think our key aim and goal and objective is prevention. If we try for encourage and educate them from a preventative point of view, then hopefully we will minimize some of these illnesses and diseases, but also some of these careless deaths. I consider them careless death because some of the things that with the Yeri people that they die of, and by the way, not just in Sierra Leone, even at the diaspora, yeah. Some of the things that people that they die of, you wonder, say, did you check that? Did you go there? Why did you not do this? Wait to make you not follow instructions. So I consider those type of deaths careless death, because you have some responsibility to yourself. So that is why, like I say, the man them and then at the head of the family. So now I make today now they are bring come. Now they are bring come well, and then man they are bring come today, boy. They are also popular. I mean, when I sent the flyer out this morning, I said, join me with DJ Ish and DJ Little, and of course my darling Hamid here. With their near-death experience, everybody's like, what? What do you mean near-death experience? Because why? Every day when they see them, they pass up and down. Then when they go business them, then they DJ for when they dance there, when tire, when just they see them every day. When I not even realize waiting they go on their personal life. The same with my brother where they on me right now. I mean, all you see is this young, nice gentleman, always well dressed. They try for push fashion forward, and then you think, he looks well. He doesn't look sick. What's going on? Why wasn't them people there and they do that? So for me, that is what we need to try and overpass and say to ourselves, you know what? You can be unwell but still be able to live as near a normal life as possible. And also, sickness not a secret. Sickness not for be secret. When you turn on secret, then you actually self-destroy yourself. So it's something, when you have it, you get for seek the right advice, the right information, the right guidance, so you go make things better. So una thank you for listening. I can see lots of people, so many of you. I say hello to all of you. I'm not going to name names because it's just too many people. So welcome. So like I said, today they talk about the heart. So what is the heart? If anybody, by the way, you get any information, any knowledge, you're a healthcare professional or clinician, or get your personal experience you want for sharing with us, please, you can type on, or you can send us, you can give us a call, My producer, do we have our phone? Oh yes, okay. You can call us on 07946141369. We'll type that down soon on the page, and so please don't hesitate, because like I say, it's always good to talk, learn, and share. Let's talk about the issues that we are facing in our community. Let's learn about what we need to know to resolve those issues, and let's share we experience where we don't get to make it better for the next person. Okay, look, if they put header in the missing self, you need to come and sit down here. You're going to come and sit down here as well, DJ Little, because you're not funny for me past anything. You only funny for me, oh. This one, I don't be no boss. He say the afraid die. Which this boy, this man is afraid die, oh. So we dey talk about the heart. So for those of you who don't know waiting at the heart is basically like a pump. Or if you try for imagine the heart being the engine of a car, wherein you put the petrol in the tank. The when you start your engine, there's a system in place where they pass the petrol all the way to the engine. Then you go your report, they say you get this water pump. You go your report, they say you get this casket. You go your report, say then get this oil pump and all of that, or this filter. Now so the heart the heart is pretty much one of the most important organ of the body. And not big, pretty much the size of my fist, and it's on the left hand side of your chest. And that is why everything we'll do, where you swear an oath, you put your hand on your left, because that's close to your heart. When you talk love talk, all the love story, then now the heart would say you're the key to my heart, you're the this, you're my that. So that is what the heart is all about. But what does it do for us in terms of our day-to-day living? What thing it do? Basically, the heart, the way God make them, it divide into two. Within those two, now in responsibility for provide and push blood, we're very enriched with whatever we don't eat, and also oxygen we don't breathe in. Now in responsibility together with the lungs for push that good blood in and out of the body, and for make sure say it go every part of the body. Just like without the engine there will be no vehicle, and so without a heart there will be no human. And when the heart stops because of one reason or another, that is how you end up dying. So that is just a general idea of what in the heart they do. But this heart, like I say, itself, it not just there by itself. You get waiting, like you get your tunnel there, you bypass road and you shortcut road, where all they lead to the heart, where now they what they call we arteries and we veins. Now, especially the arteries, them, where they're very thin, just like, but if you think of straws, drinking straws, they're very, very, very thin. But if you think of just the action where you drink from a straw, you suck in the air, you expect the water to flow all the way through the straw and up into your mouth and down into your throat. Now, where you arteries then get problem for one reason or another, then where you draw that water there, of course, in a block, you're not able to get enough water in terms of the quantity of the water. So now that exactly they happen at your heart. Where their arteries then they, for one reason or another, then get problem, then obstructed because of what you don't they eat, or because of how you don't they live your life, or because of just pure bad luck, you get some hereditary type illness where they affect your heart, then it puts you at risk of so many heart diseases, which also you go here scientifically then say cardiovascular disease or coronary heart disease. So they are all similar terms, but for us the layman, we'll just focus on heart disease. We get so many types of heart diseases, and so we not go so much into them, but today really waiting I want to make we take home from the stories and experiences from we brothers than I are. Now for make we able understand, say, there's so much we can do for we self. We go make things better. There's so much preventative measures and ideas and opportunities the way we get, whether you there or you there back home na mama salon, we go help you for avoid a lot of heart diseases, a lot of diabetes, because a lot of people they want to say about heart and diabetes. Of course, if you get diabetes, you're twice at high risk for get heart disease. The same as well with your heart disease. It puts pressure on the other organs, your lungs, your kidney, your liver, and of course with your diabetes, it already put pressure on your pancreas and all of that. So we body not just like a motor car. If one part point, you not fix them, the motor car not they start, or it might start and not able move. So that is what we have to think about. So that is what the heart is about. And of course, like I said, we get so many different types of heart diseases that are not going to go into them. But most importantly, I think the key thing is then tunnel them, then vessels them, what we call the arteries and the veins, where they go in and out of the heart. If they get problem, then we stand a higher risk of heart disease. So I start with my brother, DJ Ishnaya. I allow him for introduce himself because of course we know say DJ Ishnaya aka name. Make him introduce himself properly. Then we go talk about in your experience where you don't get. I know a lot of una go they think say, oh, why una they can't wash una dirty linen in public? Why make you they can't tell on man about your business? Sickness na everybody in business. Illness na everybody in business. If you can't share your experience, there is 99% chance say you they make a difference na somebody else in life. So that this is what it's all about. And this is now one of the things that now the way that we try for drive now with community. Let us share the things that are very important. Not to follow just go no more on social media. They share who that best well dressed, who that taking company man today, or who that taking company woman, or who that win the best competition, or who that they shop now the best designer shop. No. Let us focus on waiting the move we from point A to point B. And in this case, let's focus on healthy living. How we go contribute to healthy living. Because whether we like it or not, a lot of us when they watch this program, we are of similar age. We're in our late 30s and above, which means we are not immune to any of the illness there. Not feel say now we 60 years now you get heart attack. No. It's not possible. No. Not feel say now when you 80 now you get diabetes. Oh. No. Not feel so. Not feel say now when you 90 now you get erectile dysfunction, oh, which what they call a kobo. No. You can be 20, you get erectile dysfunction, you know. And not feel say pass you don't pass 60 now they become menopausal. No, I have come across people who are in their 20s. They're already experiencing menopause. So now that make it very important for us to address some of the issues there. Let us share our experiences and pass on positive and good information. So over to you, my brother. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Good evening, listeners and people where they home and abroad where they watch the program right now. Being a DJ Ish, and Isatta, thank you very much for bringing us to the program tonight. I know say people in the wonder say, oh, why tonight? Why all this? Nothing the room, no, and all them stuff then because the only people that were close to me and the only people that we actually know. A lot of people that don't even know, but I decide for do this today and then educate other people them for actually know the things that way they happen and how we can able prevent them here. Based on my experience, I can able share them with other people them and say, you know what, if you go through the same thing, not be shy. Not let somebody not tell you say, you know, because for we man them it's very, very difficult for the man just wake up and say, you need to go to my GP, all we do is just general checkup. I don't go do blood pressure, I don't go do this, I don't go do this. The most important things that we actually supposed to take care of, or supposed to go tell we GP them say, now this we want, we need to do that. Because it need to cross we mind, you know. So I decided for actually come on the program tonight and then share my story.
So okay.
That's make her there tonight.
So thank you so much, Ishmael, DJ Ish, as we all know him for. What is your story? I know that we talk about heart disease today, and for you, yours was a near-death experience. By that we mean you literally not for the Sidonaya.
It's true.
You for don't they die by now, or you for don't die.
Yep.
Or for them forget about you what the last 6 years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
So give us a little bit of what happened.
Well, since 2002, I don't get this regular chest pain where it's very unusual. But I was scared. Honestly, I was. And my mind tell me saying you need to go see your GP and do this. But then again, as we can be reluctant, we man will just feel so okay if we take Panadol or paracetamol or ibuprofen, the pain they go and all them stuff. Then they, so when the pain go, that moment they was like, okay, you think so everything is okay, but it's not. It is not, guys. And the advice to now, please, 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 it is not. Get a proper, go to your GP, make sure say they check which you actually feel. I start feeling this pain from 2002. I've been to my GP, and my GP sent me for go do blood test, and funnily, just like, obviously we know the reception we can get from GPs, then 5-10 minutes they don't get rid of you. Oh, it's just normal pain, no do prescription, blah blah blah, and all that go. Take the painkillers, the pain they go after 2-3 weeks, you start feeling the same, maybe worse than how you really actually feel, you know. So this pain carry on till 2015, where I actually been in a work, and then I don't do my first 3 hours, and then all of a sudden the place was so cold, and me they actually sweat. You feel say like at the under 90 degrees of sun where I actually sweat and dry. Then I get this sharp pain where they come on and off. It lasts for a few seconds. So I go meet my manager. I was like, listen, Paul, I actually need to go OHD. We're in occupational health now, we own department, and say, okay, I will see the doctor. He goes, oh, okay, no problem, you can go. So I go up there, explain to her exactly how I feel. And tell me, say, oh, no worry, you know, because you exercise a lot and everything, so now because of the pain, maybe you don't pull your muscle. I was like, no, the way my left side of my chest, they pull together. I say, I'm able to be at the pain. I can't even explain them to you. Now tell me, say, okay, we need to finish work by 2, then go na A&E, and then go get them checked. Now say, no, now ask and say, who's the nearest hospital there? Now tell me, say, there's Chelsea and Westminster. Now I say, okay, how they go? They say bus 14. So I drag my foot and then go jump inside the bus and then get to the hospital. They go sit down. While go sit down, they admit me, and then after like 10-15 minutes, they call me inside.
So hold on there just a little bit. Mike, I just ask you one question.
Yeah.
During this time, what be they go on in your mind? What you be they think about? What really now be the driving force? Because like you say, you don't they experience this chest pain from 2002, you know, and then yes, you don't they do the right thing. First, you feel not just them muscular ache and stuff, which we all can think, but also the other thing, just for note, sometimes this pain can kind of like an indigestion type of pain. You feel say where they feel colicky or you don't feel bad, now so the pain can come. So obviously you don't dismiss them, but at the same time you don't go see your GP. And also the other thing for highlight there, GPs were allocated 10 minutes per patient. So sadly or unfortunately, sometimes they're always not to get them right. Not because they're negligent or incompetent. No. It's just because sometimes they're so much under a lot of pressure that it's like, and also person, you know, they go no to you, you say, oh, I get chest pain, and then you know they feel some kind of way, you just straight away begin members say, oh, this is something serious. You probably go, they think, say first, okay, it's muscular pain, is it maybe chest bone, is it indigestion, is it too much exercise? So you get for kind of do then differential diagnosis. It's what we call differential diagnosis. You get for get rid of all the small thing then first before you go to the big thing. So what was going on in your mind where you don't, this journey of how many years with this pain? This pain don't be you paddy basically now. Yeah. But this day, today, that day, he said to you, today, I know they left you.
I know, right?
You get for do something serious about it. So what was going on in your head?
Honestly speaking, I can't really place my finger on waiting at the thing because I was confused for something over 2 years where you go with back and forth. So I was like, no, heart attack, no, far from it. I know, you know, they even crossed my mind. So I was like, okay, maybe not just one of them things there, you know, where they can say somebody feel bad. But I begin to think, say, now some people can die, you know, what somebody can say, just feel bad and that's it. Gone. So many things in the economy, it's so many things in. But guys, one good advice I will give now. Sometimes when you get to your GP, actually ask questions, because we don't ask questions. We Africans, we don't ask questions. We'll go sit down and tell you, I get pain this and that. The GP no explain to you. You can't even say a word. Yes. And then it prescribe for you whatever they prescribe for you. Then you walk off.
Because also, waiting people then get for realizes is it's with the story where you go tell the GP. Then they help that doctor there for make a diagnosis. If you not go give a proper good history of waiting on the go on, it not they able make the right diagnosis at times. So it is very important for make una take note of that point there where Ishmael they say, when you go to your GP, not just your GP, when you go, it make it become a second nature. Learn to ask questions, and I think now that we define challenging, especially with we picking and they born in them country there, because we picking any way you are tell them for do, they will say why. Then they ask you, you got to give them a rationale why you they do. You got to give them that indication why make you they do something. So we self get for learn for take that habit they for ask why, or but also for give the right information, and also for go look out for the right information, which is why we they do them program there. So for fast forward, you go now the accident and emergency. You report to them, say now this way I don't they feel. Yes. And then following on from that,
at the time is okay, wait, then take my name and details and everything, and then after 5 minutes, I not even wait, because a lot of people like you say waiting, we go A and E, the time we the waste there, blah blah blah. I was like, I don't even care about that. I say, okay, today I go, I didn't send me uniform and everything. I even left my bag now work. So I go and sit down. Less than 10 minutes, I ring me name, then call me name, I go inside the room, give me bed. Next minute they don't come, they can't take. We all know the bottle and where they can they don't take like 8 of them bottle and they different run different tests, ECG and everything. Straight away, any doctor radio. Can you imagine from one hospital call another hospital, they call ambulance for you straight for move me to Royal Brompton. So they move me to Royal Brompton. They already explained to me, say, listen, your case where you get, we can't deal with that case there. So the first thing the man asked me, very scary to me, he asked me, say, how you get Naya? So I was like, I take boss. The woman say, you sure? He said, somebody come with you. And I say, no. And I say, wow. He say, I never see somebody will lucky reach you. He say, you will get less than 5 minutes, you would have been history. My body, it broke for me. By then, all this while they go through, none of my family member no at all. At all. Nobody not even get no information, no clue of waiting that they go through, waiting happened to me, who's there and all that stuff. Then they put me inside the ambulance, they already tell me, they don't give me some medications, the way I feel a bit drowsy, they don't tell me, say, they go do triple bypass, blah, 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 and all that kind of things. And so I was like, okay, they did take my phone. They say, okay, who do you feel safe for call? I can't even explain because I don't even know, sir, they waiting and they do their moment, then they can me go straight to theater. This was so scary. They don't have the theater table. 4 doctors, them all dressed in white. I don't ever see them kind of equipment in my entire life, and I know they pray for me, enemy say for actually go that far, for actually see them thing in there. So they don't talk the procedure and everything. They don't give me my gown. They don't change everything. They don't give me my gown. They don't give me the form. I just sign because I'm not even conscious of. I just sign my consent form. I don't sign already. As God can do it for me, one pan Australian consultant then come. He said, okay, you know it's in. He said, we don't do all them tests and everything. He said, no, we do one more MRI.
Okay, let's stop there. So let's stop there for 1 minute. So it don't do the journey. It don't go all the way. They don't move from one hospital. For we were then UK and especially London, it gonna just a general accident and emergency. For the one that way they America they call emergency room. So it don't gonna accident emergency just from waiting it tell them and wait and do 1-2 blood tests, because I don't see on some side. The reason why I make a stress on this blood test, I don't see on some side where people that don't say make a comment say, then doctor they like for take blood no more, look like now this blood and can take for go sell. Me I dey beg anybody where they think that way they not that blood they way that they take. If you see them small bottle then they, if you want the next time when you go then for let them go take you blood, ask the person where they usually they call phlebotomist, ask them say, can I have a look at the bottle please? You there, if you look at that bottle there, at the bottom of the bottle there's already a chemical in that bottle, because whatever test that bottle they for, as soon as you blood go inside and draw your blood and put it inside that bottle there, it already begin they doing work. So they're not going to sell the blood. That particular blood they own, they're not going to take her, go give other person. So me and the beg now all that myth there, it's just, you know, scaremongering. It's really just scaremongering. So they don't take all them different blood than them. And then blood and they, I can tell you just on top of my head say, then check for in heart, then check in liver, then check in kidney. Then blood bottles, then they for. They don't check, then want know waiting they go on. Because we blood they tell a lot about waiting they go on now with body. So now that make any small thing where you go, they say, let's do a blood test. Because they tell things them way the human eye not able to see, and where you they pass up and down, yourself not able to take notice of them. So then take them blood tests that they realize say, oh, this is more serious. This is serious. So we get for move and go now a specialist hospital. Now we are blessed in the diaspora say we get specialist hospital there. We get with general hospital them, where we call with district general hospitals, where you go for everything. But then when it comes on certain part of the body, especially like the heart and the lungs, just like we'll get special hospital for cancer. Now so then get a special hospital for the heart and the lungs. So now they then decide say that they take them. And as God so good it can have it as well, these two hospitals, they're literally neighbors. You know, they're literally neighbors from one another. So but still, they not say can't jump na bus, let you go. They not say take taxi, let you go. I see the whole and they baps. They say this snap ambulance they pull you now. If they blue light you, if they carry go. So that is why me family them anytime when I see ambulance, where the ambulance they say whine. And they do that in siren. Whatever urgency you dey please just move come on the road small. Just give them road, let them pass. Because just remember say it could be you inside that ambulance day. I know say sometimes people can say, go do you away and just one beat traffic. Now I make that they do this. No. When you see them an ambulance, they be you again in blue light, where we they call in you know in healthcare say you are being blue lighted. When I say you are being blue lighted, it means emergency. It is very serious. Now emergency, so they need forget you. Who side they need forget you as soon as possible. So they move on, then can go to the specialist hospital, because straight away they don't identify say something is wrong with this young man's heart. How old were you roughly around that time, Dick?
37.
Well, you see, under 40. So under 40 years of age, there was something serious they don't identify say wrong with the heart, and that could be a series of issues that could be wrong with the heart. So but that hospital feels say no to them place for deal with that. They need now specialist advice. So you go straight away from the results. They already don't begin panic. They will not panic. You now a young man then see say, wow, we've got a 37-year-old young black male in front of us. He's got his whole life ahead of him. We are not going to waste time. We are going to go in and do what we have to do as soon as possible for getting that opportunity there for carry on living. So that is why they decided at that moment they then feel say the best decision was for going and do a triple bypass. And for people who don't know what a triple bypass is, basically they don't find out say some of their vessel there why they talk about them pump there or then straws there where they connect the heart from different place to another. They don't find out say some of them know they work, or some they even don't block. They don't even know how it don't they exist all these years with them this kind heart safe. They really don't know, you know. So they decide say we need for go replace them vessel, then they will need for go bypass some of them. Otherwise, this man no will get chance for leave. But then you get a senior consultant we come and say, I want to check a bit more. Him decide for take the risk. Because now risky take, not so.
Yeah.
Not that waiting the other people then not be don't decide for do, not that it wasn't the right decision. But he then with his own maybe more years of experience and with your age, he probably look and say, let me just do one more test. One more test. And what was that test?
The MRI.
MRI scan.
Scan, yeah.
Okay. You know.
And one thing where the consultants say, with we African Caribbeans, we heart history so different from the people of the West.
The white Caucasians.
Yes.
Yes.
We, guys, this is very important. And make no mistake, a lot of people that we feel say they're skinny, guys, I can place my hand on anything, then get a very high cholesterol than somebody with fat.
Yes.
Because we always they deceived by we looks.
Yes.
They can say, oh, me are slim, you know, I can eat anything, the bonum and all that stuff. Then but the amount of fat what they carry, the amount of things that what they carry inside we is unbelievable. And the guy look at me, he say, I'm going, young guy, you're so fit, athletics and all that stuff. Then they say, so this, he say, really baffle me. He asked me, you the drink? I say no, you the smoke? I say no. So eventually they began to do the MRI and all that stuff. Then they, me enemy self, and then they really go through, waiting I see inside and that. Honestly,
me daddy na me the afraid that in there. Me daddy is a living grave. It's
Honestly.
basically now so me daddy me they describe am. Anytime it gets for do MRI, it's like, hey, they go put you now that grave where you still there alive. Because you go in there, nobody stays in there with you because of the level of radiation and everything and the resolution of what is going on in there is so powerful that they lock you and they put you inside this place, sedate you a little bit because you know, because it can get a bit intimidating. And if for somebody where agoraphobic, they're not able to go inside it. You know. So for make they able to do. But this is basically, when you think of a camera, this is one of the most sophisticated camera. It basically goes in, they do 1,000 times more than waiting an x-ray they do. So that is why now the next step that when they're not able to understand or see things clearly on an x-ray, where we can just do willy-nilly, the next step is an MRI scan for make them go see really beyond waiting the x-ray they show, for see in detail. So it's one of the most sophisticated, is the simplest way I can explain them, one of the most sophisticated cameras where they able to tell me waiting they go on inside the body, the vessels and all of that. So they put you inside you inside the number, they want to say, hey me.
I don't even want that because I don't even know. Because
you were so sedated,
living Chelsea and Westminster already, because they don't tell me say they go to triple bypass. So they don't already prepare me already. They don't give me waiting and get forgive me for make the operation be a successful one. They don't really tell me, they don't give me medicine the way they forgive me already. Just like way the care woman when they say okay, this would they seduce them or whatever.
Yes, would they sedate you now? They don't sedate you now.
They don't do all that procedure there is all done. So now for just go pleats me and then do waiting and get for do.
Yes.
That was ready.
Then they open your chest. Basically, for people who don't know triple bypass, they actually they open your chest. The way they open, where you cut for, where you open chest
from the top.
Yes, from the top.
Right,
so then,
down to the bottom.
Then literally this bone here where they touch,
yes,
where they call you sternum, then they broke them.
Yes.
They have to break it. And the same tools that where you see carpenter they use, believe it or not, that is what they use. You know, so it's amazing. It's phenomenal. You know, I love it. I love it. It's amazing. I mean, you don't wish for it to be done on you, but it's amazing. Let me just go through some comments. I mean, there's so many comments, just lots of people saying, this is so educating. Thank you so much, Ishmael, for sharing. Lots of people saying, wow. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. And And then people saying we've got to share. And yes, Mrs. Ish they laugh. So let's go to Mrs. Ish now, because like you mentioned earlier on, all this while you're so overwhelmed and you're so under the influence of medication them, you not even don't able to say to yourself, oh, I need to call my wife, I need to call this family, or I need to call a friend, because you're just so overwhelmed and things are going so fast that there's no time for that. So for me, Mrs. Ish, Mamish, I want you for comments. Did you get angry? Did you get frustrated that, oh, you not call me self? Usa, you don't go. Wait till you dip am. Did you get... I want let you tell me, did you get angry afterwards when you don't find out all waiting don't happen to you, man, eh? Instead of you hold am, you do some nice aftercare. Now, palava you begin make for say, oh, now so, from where you go today, you not tell me, look, if I don't, something for don't go happen to you, you know waiting. Of course, it's natural, but they highlight this because I think sometimes we're very quick to jump on the negative things. For begin say, something at home, I don't go so. Who say you don't go today? They call you phone. I don't ring you phone past 50 times. You know the answer. Stop and think. And put yourself in that person in position and say, what would happen? What should be happening? So before you begin jump to conclusions. So you see, say I got the call from a nurse who left a message stating the date and time. Hey, now you put your hand on your head. You begin worry now, say, oh my God, what's happening with my dearest? Okay, so then this consultant do this MRI.
Yeah.
Then he come back to you.
Wait after I was in there for an hour. The consultant said that the longest MRI it don't ever do.
Wow.
This is like why I don't regain consciousness now. I don't come out. I then at the room. All you can see, it's honestly, I know they wish for anybody to go through that, but it's so emotional. Now at the talk, like now I just feel so okay, you know it's in. I just need to let this go. When I was in there, like where parts of your life, where they can remove your life. You don't know if you're alive or you know they're alive at all. You're just in there, static. You're just in there. They embrace you like when they embrace die man. That's when they embrace you. They put you inside, and then after the whole process, 1 hour, then pull you back just like when they go pull die man a mortuary. It's if you not ever did in that position, then you wouldn't even know.
Yes.
What come out, the airway blow me, and then I just like, you know, like when you scared wake.
Yes.
Out of trance.
Yes.
I look around. Then the woman asked me, say, on the mic, like, are you okay? So I was like, yeah. So I asked the lady, I say, where am I? Now I say, oh, we say we just done an MRI scan for find out what's in the room with you and all that stuff. So they kind of opened the door because the room big past this. I was the only one inside, and I tell you for free people, I've seen the biggest MRI machine, and I've been into the smallest where you just say. Now we see them put you inside so you can't even shake.
You know they shake.
So I've been through all those MRI machines. I don't see different.
Now live in coffin.
The worst part of it, where the nurse will call me woman, where you go through me phone, the nurse will call me woman, you're not even able to explain what's happened. They just tell us, like, like when they pronounce somebody dead. The time and date is this. That was the message. My woman not able to get no contact number. My woman don't know the hospital, no nothing. She was in uni and she was heavily pregnant.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
Can you imagine? I been get for one common at uni, begin a phone everybody in this world, begin a phone all side for phone.
Yes.
Me hospital, me work no say they don't move me from this hospital. Can't be going to this other hospital day. So as God can do one for me, where I come out, then the consultant get to explain to me, say, okay, right, this is the problem with you. He say your arteries be done blocked for the past 5 years. He say now be living corpse, the water.
Yes. Wow. A walking dead. That's what we call a walking dead.
He say you just need one something for trigger that.
Yes. The longest day of our life.
You know?
Yes. Oh yes.
He said you just need one something for trigger that, and then that's it. He say but county stars and lucky. He say we don't do all the procedure we for do. What we they do? we don't already do am, we go flush waiting block. He say the funny thing is waiting baffle me. He say your cholesterol not even the 5.5 when at the borderline.
Yes.
I never know about anything then the
Yeah.
you know.
You're
He
forced
say
to
you not
learn.
even the 5.5.
Yeah.
You know, me manager at 10.5 in cholesterol. Can you imagine 10.5?
Yeah.
So now I look at him, I was like, look at this guy, still the live, he's still the surviving.
Pass, yes.
Look at me, less than 3 point something. So he said, okay, we'll keep you now for 4 days, do all the treatment they will for do, then it's God, I tell you, thank you.
The longest 4 days of your life.
The longest 4 days of my life.
Yeah.
And I tell you one thing, out of we now be 20 in the room. Now I mean the only person we come on the way left no church. Everybody go through triple bypass. Every single person from the age of 70.
Wow.
And I was the youngest.
Wow.
Everybody triple bypass.
Wow.
You know, like when the parent they talk to you, tell you say some parent already they make them wheel and say
Yes.
I don't know if they survive this and
Yes.
so like you kind of like
Scary.
it's scary.
Yes.
People.
You know.
So I've been there for days, then get for treat me. Then after everything, the 4 days then discharge me. I come home, then they get for putting me on medication from 2015 to 2019.
This 2019
19 May.
Yeah.
9 I come off medication. I actually beat every single thing, and I went through every single test way for go through, and I passed all them tests, and they due to discipline.
Yes. And just out of one question, because I know say you're not a Muslim.
Yeah.
And you're religious, you're prayerful. Which role faith play inside this? What in the role where faith play? Were you so religious that you say, oh, once I pray to be God, I don't need for go to the doctor for
No.
go do that test?
No. Religion has nothing to do with this.
Yes.
If I've been saying waiting, lack way to God, God they heal me and all that stuff. Then God give me the knowledge,
Thank
the
you.
wisdom.
Thank you.
For
Thank you.
Think,
Thank you.
waiting,
Yes.
go do further investigation.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And funnily, when I discharge, I go back to work. The nurse up to this day, anytime they see me, they ask me, they tell me, say Ishmael, I owe you a million apology
Yes.
for the mistake what I make.
Yes.
They say I would have cost you your life.
Yeah.
They say because I tell you, say, wait after work and then go see your GP.
Yeah.
Not knowing that you will get only few hours in this world.
Yes.
Few minutes.
Yeah. So
knowledge.
so another question. So that nurse day, una still the work. Is that a nurse if next time you get any issue, you go be reluctant to go to Ram? Or
No, I still go to them and
Thank
still
you.
it still was like anytime now me they use as prime example.
thank you.
You know? Then he say me make a change in mind the way we
Mindset in practice.
yes,
How
in
it in practice.
now.
Exactly. So I mean, just going to some comments. Ahmed Kabase, Isatta, I've experienced the same as your guest. It happened to me at the end of Ramadan. Wow. Good program. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then Mayama says, it was scary because I thought maybe he died or something. The message said, this is a message about your husband. Please call the number. Padiyagwa, I mistakenly delete the message. Shaking, had to park the car and call Vodafone to retrieve the message. And just like you said, it was the longest day of your life. It could be the longest day in anybody's life where you loved one, then kind message the day and not knowing. And then also the condition where you be there, heavily pregnant, not knowing what to do. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Etc. etc. So now we obviously know say you got to think now you mind just like what you be they say. Cholesterol is obviously one of the issues when it comes to heart disease, but also other things that might have, whilst you have this underlying problem, they go on where you don't know about. One of the other things that might have triggered it would have been stress.
Yeah.
Not so?
Yeah.
It would have been stress.
Yeah.
Or it would have been over anxiety or over exercise and all the different risk factors in there. Or even high level of intake of alcohol or sugar or carbohydrates, anything. So, but then you say to yourself at that moment, that, wow, now I know what cholesterol is all about. Now I know what I supposed for to do. So now I'm going to go the next step further. And with the next step further, that's where you now need your partner You need your wife to be able to be supportive, because if they're not supportive, then it makes it difficult. All these tests you've had to go through, which are very rigorous tests, some of them, when you come out of it, if you're lucky to come out of it, you think to yourself, damn, I wish I didn't have to do that. But then, like you say, you use your religious faith for give you the strength, the knowledge, the wisdom, the ability for withstand all them tests there and go through them. And then, of course, there comes the role of your family, the aftercare, what we call aftercare. Your family now, you know, it's going to your home, trying to live a normal life, and then with the support of your family, waiting at the role where you family be get for play and still continue playing in terms of supporting you through what you've gone through.
They were very, very, very supporting. Very, I would say. I thank God for my family. I thank God for my kids and everything, you know. And I personally want to say thank you to my wife for being there through everything. Some of the testing I can go do and everything. There was a day, the last MRI, I even took her with me. I actually see waiting and they go through and all that stuff then they. So, and I sit and I say, you know, Mama, I say, from now on, not like I say, I don't care, but I just look at her and say, I'm just one of the luckiest guy where if the roof they for don't save, I will not stress over that as long as they can for don't me.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes.
Stress free. I said because I realize say this life, not so like I say you can be healthy, but there's so many factors. Just like what we discussed now, there's so many factors we can lead to one thing. It's either you overweight, you diabetic, all them things they link. Too much of alcohol, cigarettes, and smoking, you know, all them things link up. So for me, for going through this, and then I decide, you know, I need to change my life, and then make me more disciplined more, and then give back and educate people way no actually able get them facilities people that were not actually able for actually figure out what they go through. And the problem with we guys them, we can get certain things in our life where they go on, we they hide, we they be very reluctant, very reluctant. Even though we can push, we say, you know, me na make him push me man for hospital. After my experience, I always like if you begin complaining that, Mama, go to the hospital. He goes, no, because I've been through that. Because of negligence, if it don't cost me life.
Absolutely. And it's good that you're able for take that responsibility, not just say, oh, baby, they go to me GP, now me GP, now I not look after me fine, or now the nurse, now me work, now I not look after me fine, or this or that, then nearly one go up in my chest. It's not so God, now God and bless. Yes, now God, but it's also God. I can always try to remind people, God nangi doctors, nurses, scientists, everyone God give them that knowledge and wisdom they and understanding for able apply what that they apply for make we get a healthier and better life. I mean, Mariam, I they blush. You know, and they see black man they blush, but blush come on. And then they just do say thank you so much, sister. Of course, we're gonna thank her, and I think this is what this is the epitome of being a good wife, which is what they call partnership, because relationship is about partnership, working together. Because some of the things them way ish get for do the lifestyle changes. If in West no support them, you know, we will make their lifestyle changes. Because, for example, the woman I they cook in a house. If the woman not ready for make then changes, then in the kitchen, then and not they able and make those changes. Because as we know now, Ishmael in order eat palm wine for what?
From 2015, no palm oil, no salt, yes. Touch fizzy drink, make it, everybody know. I
know. So no fizzy drink for Ish.
No energy drink.
No energy drink. I'm always stressing on this energy drink where people they lack. It's full of caffeine, and caffeine is not good. It actually increases your heart rate which is not good. Some man feel say, oh, actually they keep me awake, they make me stay up longer. It's because they put pressure on your heart. So your heart the beat faster than it's supposed to beat. Your heart supposed to beat an average of 72 beats per minute. But if you don't go put pressure on with caffeine, it beat more, then you it go waiting itself. So you therefore really be careful. So I mean, change of diet, and of course most of you know the thing where we go end this program which is an activity that's gonna happen on Sunday. It's all part of what the experience where Ishmael don't go through. That's the driving force of it. From waiting Ishmael go through, he's made him realize a lot, but also it don't make him realize that, you know what, there's so much I can give back to my community. There's so much I can give back to society. There's so much, and this is the message we're trying to pass on. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, I will introduce you to my other guest who is just next to me, and then we'll talk about diabetes. Don't go away. Just go and get yourself a glass of water and make yourself comfortable.
If you having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car rank 1. Wolves for sure got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, oh man, forget it. Who would have thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wolves for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
Thank you so much, everyone, and welcome back to the health show on Diaspora Voices. As you know, your presenter, Mrs. Isatta Sisay-Jalloh. We've got two guests here. Actually, we've got three. One is still hiding, but trust me, I'm at the grand finale. We need him to be the grand finale because this one where they come, na megaphone at the whole. Because everybody go be surprised and taken aback because but a lot of you go say no wonder because you know he is guilty as charged. So, but I want to introduce you, or I would let my guest on my right here, this fine young gentleman who most of us know in the community as a fashion designer, Mr. Majid, to introduce himself to you and tell us why he's here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, listeners, and thank you very much, Isatta, for this opportunity. I choose for can share my own experience on this platform because I think we community we need for, and now we are becoming ambassadors for change.
Yes,
that's how I look at it now. We are becoming ambassadors for change because everybody they see we in the community, We go there, we go functions, we go occasions. You see, we're healthy, but they don't know what happened. And perhaps after today, where I don't talk, everybody will see reason why last year. At our for exercise, I know that. At our for change lifestyle, I know that. Because I know what you miss me. They say, Bilolo miss you, you know the weightless snake can meet you. So, after my experience, I decided to say, wow. I know now and again, I slip up. I'm only human because I like for cook. Me kind know there's for people who know, they know he cooks. But I don't change my own attitude significantly in terms of cooking and in terms of doing things. But the reason why I'm here today, now for share my experience. A lot of people would not know because I said, today all man who can't talk. I say, hey, the world you can't sabi now today. Say, baby, I suffer from diabetes. Diabetes for me, sadly, is hereditary. Diabetes runs in my family. From my papa's side, everybody, every single person, my dad's sister, my dad's late mother, when I'm a granny, everybody diabetes. My granny died of diabetes, as a matter of fact. So, as a health professional, as a registered nurse, in England, I think I was doing pretty well until I get a wake-up call where make I realize, say, you never take nothing for granted. The life where we breathe, the oxygen where they inhale and what they call, don't take it for granted. We men do not go for checkup. I was so complacent, just a cook, big cook, make this, that, and the other, and not really caution myself, say diabetes run in my family. Yeah. My mama always remind me, hey, be careful, diabetes run in my family. And
so just to interrupt there, Majid, where you say you not be cautious, waiting are some of the things that where you be they do, where you very much aware, say this is not good, especially for me, where already I get a higher risk factor, which is hereditary to diabetes. Waiting are some of the lifestyle habits them where you be get, where you be they do, where you know you don't change now, obviously, because reality don't kick in. What were some of those lifestyle habits?
Lifestyle habits is practically I mean big cook and big oiling and stuff.
Big cook.
I love my food. I go cook done and I sit down middle the parlor with pots and eat with me hand.
Hey!
I wash me hand, eat with me hand. I don't do that no more. And I thank God after that I get caption. I get where the cap now not for eat certain amount. Sometimes we like certain food so much, we eat so much of them. We not get a limit. We they eat we say we they kill ourselves to death, and also we they consume so much fizzy drink, so much sweet, sugary drink, and everything without realizing actually. So man, before you drink water, so God enough fizzy drink they go drink, and we don't know how important water is for we.
Yes.
You drink water, it flush all the toxin and everything out of your system, and the more. If you realize if you don't drink enough water, where you go pee, the concentration of your urine is so high.
Yes.
It's you know mean you pee is so yellow. Sometimes it can even smell so strong.
Yes, because you kidney they struggle.
You understand? You're not giving your kidney enough to filtrate to clean up all the system because you know give water for like fluid. You know, and for me. You know, I ought to know better because I'm a health professional. I'm lucky enough to train in this country, King's College. Proud of that, to train at King's College Hospital. And but I was very, very negligent.
So you weren't practicing what you were preaching.
No, practically. Yes.
Yes. So now you not then nurse there when they go sit down you tell the patient how to walk away from diabetes. But then all that, all that advice they be they give. But then you they take one home with you. In fact, when you see you don't foresee the patient before the next one guy, you don't take one sweet, you don't lick
that sweet as a can of Coke, proper physics. As we say, I shall begin. If you're not done, I put on.
Yes.
So but again, I get to realize, say this is not right. I'll tell you the signs that I begin get. But typical man. I went to America on my cousin's wedding. I did America, big cook again. Team up and daddy cook him, daddy barbecue. I sit down there, but I feel so thirsty. One of the signs of diabetes, make tuition. When you pee so much,
Nanette,
and you're constantly drinking so much, no water, no fluid, not the way enough for you. You need to get yourself checked out.
Yep. And night sweats too.
Yes. So
night sweats, plenty of they get for grab more than 2, 3, 4 times
a night. America, me cousin and say, "Are you okay?" Because my cousin, she's right now. She's listening. Adama Din, the America, they watch now. Are you okay? I said yes. I'm fine. Oh, you didn't drink too much. Even I feel so bad. I drink the packet water where they put it there. I drink it. They know they don't. So I finish. I'm get cost for go buy more. Now he say, "Are you sure you don't get diabetes?" Now I say, "Go clear out. So you can't get diabetes." But you know what? I was in a denial stage. And again, everything I craved at that time was sweet and sugary stuff. You get massive amounts of craving. Anything you drink, any kind, once the fluid, at that time where you don't get to the worst, you understand, you want for sen and good, or you just want for couple drink. It's bad. That feeling is bad. But I ignore them. But at the same time, they go, "Kona, what's him for pray?" Papa go do ya. No laugh. Papa God, I don't get the insurance couple. They are me. Not turn back.
So you know, say there is something wrong.
I know there's something wrong.
You deny good one.
I didn't denial in front of people. But what him up for pray? At the prayer, say Papa God, do ya insurance? I don't get a couple day. Do you be a mila rich? England na kumbra country na for you. Do you understand? Some of these things, it's we they laugh over them now, but even where I can, I tell you what, Isatta, viewers, I completely, when I say God free, you can make promise, Papa God, if you save me from this, I will change. I will promise. Where's the account now? That's it.
Now you forget.
Now I begin walk back because I was constantly doing night shift, 12-hour shift as a nurse.
Because now money no more. Then I hear now the money no more. You remember no more now. Yes.
I remember say I don't go spend much money in America.
I got for can replace them. Yes.
I come back na England. The same thing happened. One day I wake, I go walk, and they do night duty. This night duty what I do, they assess me patient in front of me. I begin covered in sweat, profusely.
Wow.
I consciously know say, me patient say, "Are you okay?" Remember, me where they assess me patient.
We're supposed to amend the patient.
Now me they do assessment. I then in a clinical room, and they do assessments for patients. He said, "Sir, now him call now." He said, "I don't think this nurse is alright." It's not funny. Oh God, But I was so brave that I try to persuade them and convince and say, "I am fine. It's just hot in this room. That's why I've got a bottle of water here. I'm drinking. Don't worry."
Oh dear.
But the patient said, "It's okay. Let's finish this assessment. But I'm going to ensure somebody come and look at you. I don't think you're right. This is a patient." Again, that frightened me because I know how they feel inside.
You know there's something wrong.
When the patient left me, I said to her, I feel for vomit, I feel for pee, I feel for toilet.
Yes.
I feel for vomit, The feeling was unexplainable.
The impending doom feeling. That's what we call it. Impending doom.
The way I begin breathe and the way things begin go on, I'm like, oh my God, I think I begin pray now. And the prayer what I pray now it's cry. Say me picking. I don't remember nothing again. I'm picking and I remember. I forget about myself now. I start thinking about the ones I could have left behind. I don't do nothing for them. I don't make nothing for them. So I begin worry about the impending doom waiting will possibly happen now. Now I check my blood sugar. Thank God for knowledge as well. I check my blood sugar. I check my blood pressure.
How much was your blood sugar?
I'm not gonna tell
No,
you.
you have to tell me. I need to know. I need to know how much was your blood
The
sugar.
normal blood sugar for people we don't know, or viewers, normal blood sugar is between 4 to 6 or 6.5 normal. When I ready for that, when I waiting, my blood sugar talent.
The blood sugar be up to 20.
My blood sugar was 30. I still get the picture on my phone. I screenshot
my
it.
goodness.
My blood sugar was 39.5.
And you were alive, not in coma.
Literally, I don't know how I survived it. And I be just there about where I finished that one day. I be still feel angry. But I feel that way, I feel so.
Wow.
I was thinking when I finished that, what they call it, because it's late, around about 1, 2 in the morning, I was thinking of just going to get something to eat. So I did been, I'd eaten and drank again. I had another big bottle of Pepsi waiting to go down. That's how bad it was. I was very negligent with myself.
You're basically self-destructive.
Yes, practically.
Yeah.
I mean, I ought to be ashamed of myself because I am a professional and I ought to know better.
Yes.
I ought to know better. So with all this, I said no, na lie. This blood sugar na lie, the lie. Now go back and grab, I go, what's me?
You deny?
I did pan denial back at that moment. I did pan denial.
Wow.
I go, I wash me hand. Why wash me? I dry me hand back fine. I check my blood sugar again. It was the same. Now that time I jump, reality kick in. I tell my boss, I tell everybody, don't even call an ambulance, call me a taxi, because an ambulance now, we all know, you have to do a series of triages. Yeah. And me now, everything don't box up, blood pressure, blood, the pulse now, I become tachycardic, I the worry, I the sweat, I think, even the taxi where they take, I just pray, now, Father God, if now my last stand this now, do ya, all me mistake what I don't make, forgive me. Because now I was thinking about death. Because of the symptoms. Even the poor taxi driver vomits in motor car and everything. I was really ill.
Yeah.
Because the ambulance before take forever. So what did I do? I ask for make them. They're not even coming go to the nearest one. I take the risk. I said because it's outside my family day. It ain't far from Musa Castle. Yeah. I be just the pray. All kind do out now they make them my heart. That's the process a big God. We don't see the die look one day for you. I tell you they pray, all kind pray now, Papa God, sorry for me, dear. Let this taxi driver as he reach when they check me out. I have never, just like how my brother say, I've never seen they fought to get someone a cubicle for admittance straight away like the way they did for me. The blood sugar where I check with the machine I work, where I reach na A&E, when they do blood tests, it was even higher than what I checked.
Wow.
So I got 4 bags and still get the pictures. I can bring them up for sure. Still get the picture. I got 4 bags. I got insulin running. I get fluids, normal saline running. I got glucose running because they give me a massive amount of insulin IV. And that one day again, it was a struggle. It shut it down. I was going into coma. diabetic coma, because it was so high that it was trying to bring it down. So all that point, everything boxed up. All I was doing now, I don't even know Saturday. I just called out the immediate family then. Say, well, now so if not so happen there, I want to look after me picking it. Because now I'd actually start giving up. But for the grace of God, the way God say, you tempt no reach, I have tried.
Yes.
I pray while I did it, say, God, I will make changes. And wallahi, from that time to now, so family, the only tower I want to see at the Tawana gym last year, there was a secret behind it. All this healthy eating, I see I put all this vegetable, this and that on social media, there was a secret behind it. This is the secret. Because I nearly lost my life. And apart from that, I get discharged because the one who puts me on insulin injections straight away. Remember, no more, I cried throughout. I be don't weigh up to over 100 and something kilo just to eat no molecule. Eat myself to death just to eat. But from I can recollect from the time I get diagnosed last year, November 3rd. I never forget. No, not November 3rd, excuse me. October, because I get a car accident, which again perhaps could have led because of my diabetes, the sugars, make me what they call get car accident. Miscalculation. I get the accident on the 3rd of October. On the 7th of October, to be precise, that's why I went into hospital. I stayed in the hospital for 3 days. They were struggling for 3 days for getting my blood sugar right. To a point they say, the consultant say, we give up, you're going on insulin. I know in myself, I don't like needle. I go get injection, but I don't like for take up myself. Like nobody. I don't like it. So in that case, I experienced all them things today. I beg the consultant. Say, I beg when I not give me insulin, I can't handle insulin. I like 10 medication for net, for the day or net. Anytime I give me, I take all. But I not take insulin injection. So I get started on metformin, glucoside, sitagliptin. I get started on about 4 different types of
the long-acting insulin, the short-acting insulin, just to try and counter balance what's going on in your body.
So within that short space of time, I lost the weight with determination and focus and say discipline. Discipline now we need forget. If you are disciplined with your food intake and what you put in your mouth, trust me, you will be a lot better.
Yes.
We have to be disciplined. So for me, I experience all the things in there. Paul I gonna was Isatta and family and friends viewing. I got back into hospital 3 different times. I got rushed back in.
Because at that time, obviously, like you did stress on discipline. You yes, you move from the phase of denial. Yeah. You've now moved on to acceptance. Yeah. But then, whilst you're at this phase of acceptance, it was difficult for you if you're not to be somebody who were very disciplined. It's now difficult for you to all of a sudden make this drastic change of lifestyle. So obviously, you therefore end up back hospital because you they fail 1 or 2 times. You still go once one taste that Coke small.
No, and it's not about even tasting the Coke or whatever. When I get on, I think the body was in a shocking mood where I get rushed back into hospital. I said, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think the immune system becomes so low, and then I can't get some viral infection with my throat or whatever. I start vomiting blood.
Wow.
It was horrible. Within that period, I was just being discharged. I don't know what side that bug come out. I physically, they vomit red blood. Me picking the whole team up over me, they cry. I was literally scared. Remember, say, I go through that difficulties there. My blood sugar, I check my blood sugar 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Me, we know the with the thread needle, I become immune to the needle and I feel against it. I go check this one side, take right around, then the next day I check all this. So it's a struggle. I cried a lot. I felt disappointed. I blamed myself for being negligent. I ought to know better. I blamed myself. I did everything.
Did you feel depressed or did you become depressed?
Oh, I did. I certainly. But knowing Africans, we don't talk about depression. And depression does exist.
Diabetes and depression go hand in hand.
You understand?
You know, I've got a psychiatric doctor who that is what she did her PhD on. That especially gestational diabetes, the diabetes where woman and they get belly. There's that direct link.
Over 13
you know,
over 14 years experience.
There's that direct link saying, you know,
just wrote.
That for people who suffer diabetes, they are at higher risk of suffering a mental health illness, which is depression.
Yeah.
Because like I said before in a previous program that I've done here before, mental health illness, not just that man where they pass inclusive, they pass the Christmas. Depression is one of it. Depression is one of it, and it's easy for you to go into a depressive mood where you get such a shock and such a life-changing challenge.
I never stopped crying.
Yes.
I cried. It is true. Depression comes with conditions like this, because for that person now, whether you used to do everything, eat everything, and do what they want to do, now get to be very, very cautious. Do you know how depressing that is? You don't use for eat like how you want and what I call. I'm a foodie, guys. I love my food, but now I am very cautious.
You eat, but you eat in moderation.
It gets to a point that I stop. I only just begin eat rice again. Yes, recently I stopped eating.
But even
rice.
with the rice, what type of rice are you eating now?
Now brown rice.
Exactly.
A lot of brown rice. As a matter of fact, we the fail for realize say that bulgur. It gets a lot of. We need to eat anything with high in fiber.
Yes.
Because I realize this diabetes come with so much other complications. Boku.
Yeah.
Not so that's normal.
You know.
It come with plenty complications. You know,
so these complications, one day will really key affect Monday. You understand?
Yeah.
That complication there. I mean, it's past 10 o'clock. It's past 9 o'clock, and the reason for this program is really for people to understand just how simple mistake them where you can make now your life can cost you life, or can cost you long-term implications where some of them are irreversible. You cannot change them. You cannot turn the clock back. And one of them for man, especially with diabetes, is problems with your penis. It's problems with erection.
Yep. I say I thank God.
Yes.
Despite all this difficulty I go through, I tell God thank you. I not reach that level yet.
You know.
So I tell God thank you for that. I make it quite clear. I don't reach that level yet. You know. That's why I'm very cautious. But in prolonged.
Yes.
Say if we're not being capped, because the consultant literally will see me say, boy, you are very lucky. He said somebody's watching over you.
Yes.
He said because we've seen somebody, we don't see people who get that kind blood sugar level, we can, they don't make them. They don't go into coma.
Yes.
And remember, after that day they were at hospital, 4 days after that day, I should have been flying to Freetown. Had it been in Freetown, I would have been a dead man.
Yes.
No disrespect to my country, but we know the medical infrastructure and the challenges we face down there.
Yes.
I would have been a dead man. So I get for cancel my flight. So it gets so much and pay extra money. Till it cost me 600, end up cost me 1,200.
Yes.
Because I change, and the time where I eventually go is a peak season.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's so many things just because we neglect. And this go for we nursing brothers and sisters then at the community. We like we can live and we mind bad one. We need to start thinking about what we eat and how we eat and how much we eat. Again, the consultant advised me say you can eat what you love to eat.
Yes.
But eat that in
moderation. Yes. Eat it in moderation.
No, eat until you bell food. Maybe pass man say, well, this I enjoy now.
Yes, you know.
Like what me can do, that's what me be they do. Me I don't cook done. Now the pot self, now there they put me food. Now there they put me food. I sit down, I wash me and why can don't eat stuff. Me I get picture where me begin and take me one day. They meet me at the sleep. What did they?
You put them in you hand inside the pot, you they sleep. That's how bad.
That's how bad.
You know, I could never.
You know, well, that's what I'm saying.
I can never in a million years imagine you in that place. But this is just what tells us what is behind closed doors. And so for all these facade where we like for puts, you know, we come out, we dress fine one, or we put the picture hold on photo shop na Facebook or any other social media, because that's what we want people to see. But actually we're deceiving ourselves, because what is really real, we think we're hiding away from people, but actually in the process we're self-destructing ourselves. So just for read a couple of comments. Somebody say I think it's Habibatu. Habibatu said something really interesting. If I can scroll down. Oh yeah, she said, wow, thank you guys for such a wonderful, interesting program to educate us and give us knowledge and advice on our health issues. We need this knowledge so much. Hope we learn from a program like this. A big thank you to you all. God bless. God bless you too, my darling sister. Thank you. We will continue to do such. And lots of other people saying, well done. Greetings from New York. Hi, Fatima Taylor. What are you doing in New York? And then, well done, guys. Thank you. Well done, guys, too, for listening and paying attention. Somebody said the African style smash. I put the pot before I mondo. Boop. So anyway, so that is Majid's experience. It is, I mean, the lesson that we'll for learn from this is nobody is immune from any of these situations. In our community, I always go back to the reason why I started this program just over a year ago. It's because we are encountering a lot of sudden, unexpected death in our community. And a lot of the time where the coroner go check, you do autopsy, people can just say, oh, na blood clots. Oh, then say na heart attack. But people don't really understand how did it lead to that? How did it lead to that blood clot? How did it lead to that heart attack? Or how did it lead to that vessel where burst na in brain? They say na bleeding, brain bleed. Waiting make it get to that point where that brain, that vessel, they bleed inside in brain. Waiting make it get to that point where it get that heart attack. We don't sit down now, we don't listen to we brother Ish. We don't tell you about a near-death experience. I mean, he was experiencing mild heart attack. So it's not that he didn't have an heart attack. He was experiencing it. He was just lucky and not get the big full one, what they call now the massive cardiac arrest, when not before left him. That was his only blessing. He was a walking time bomb. Yeah. He was a walking time bomb for many, many years. And the same goes for Majid here. You know, the same goes for Majid, who he was also a walking time bomb. Yeah. And for Majid, what was even worse in Majid's case, he already knew that he was predisposed to diabetes. Yeah. Because it's something that they already told them in their family. Because for those who don't know, diabetes can be hereditary, especially type 1. It can be hereditary. I mean, type 2 can be a little bit, but more so type 1. When are the one where you're not able to produce enough insulin for deal with the sugar, you know. So, and then knowing that, and also shame on him. Yeah. Shame on him, because he's a healthcare professional. He's a nurse. He's a very senior nurse where Sidonia Miso.
I take full responsibility.
You know, he is sitting here as a nurse, and then he decided, I'm gonna ignore this. I'm gonna ignore this and pay no mind to it, and I'm just gonna live my life to the fullest. I cook belebele wa asido me do the pot. I eat there, crepe the crow, and mondo asido there asleep. I belfu, I drink the coke, I eat the sweet, I do anything what I want for do, but not exercise, not eat in moderation, and not pay attention to me cholesterol, and not pay attention to me blood sugar, he would have died of multi-organ failure.
Definitely.
That is exactly how he would have died. And then, now that's ending now with the begin say, now which gun? Just because Majid we don't begin this in fashion business, somebody don't say I don't jealous am. What say Majid be the pass in fine one in well one. Now all go down married now America. What's in the thing born alive all this now do they don't do am. Now do they don't do am. Ah, the same with Ishmael. You know, the same with Ishmael. It don't they pass, he fine. Okay, don't they notice signs them. Now do they don't do am. Because he don't get a good job now Harrod. So now make they don't do am. So we have to stop these things. We have to stop blaming or finding reasons why things are going wrong. Sometimes things are going wrong for no good reason. They just because they have to go wrong. But also we have to examine ourselves. Examine ourselves. And as a community, when you deal with your brother, you deal with your sister, whether or not your boyfriend, whether or not your girlfriend, whether or not your party, we all have responsibility, not just to ourselves, but to each and every one of us. We get that responsibility. If you see you comping overweight, tell them off. Make it go to gym, make it vex. Because that extra fat no they do am no good. They put pressure on his heart, they put pressure on his liver, they put pressure on his kidneys. They put pressure internally where you know they see. All in the see is, oh, I look good. Because we get this thing now, salon also, where you get big body, that means you get money. You know. You don't get money. So anyway, now we're moving forward. We're moving forward. I tell you, I say this one, I need megaphone. Now megaphone and they take for announce this other I don't they call her victim self. Because this one, you know what they say, in also disgrace, in an embarrassment. In a public embarrassment. Because this man here where they can't introduce to now. This one we call himself Abdul Wahab Sisay. Then he call himself aka DJ Little. In now somebody where they say the most destructive human being where I don't come across in my life. Then he go tell you say, oh, I get passion for the community. Now because of the community, make her they do this. I start now this they do. Wait, DJ Little they wake up 5-6 o'clock in the morning because he get for go pray. You know they pray now also. They come on house. A worker go all the way to the mosque, which is about 500 meters away from your house. They go pray. They come on, they come back now house. They can make the Mamina Pap small palava first. Then drive them picking and then they come on house, go to school. Uda they go left na school and then a whole another phone day. Then DJ Little then another phone day now. And then another phone day, it's a be the bus driver, it's a be the ticket master, it's a be the neighbor, it's a be all money. They go and greet them, they go and talk to them. He reached na King's College. Then we reach na King's College back. He change. He wear uniform. They begin now the talk now for the work. Then he talk. He didn't I do all the work we get for the. You see the amount of likes they want they get for this year. Yeah? If I be not allowed put money business, then when Mamina Power, I hope Mamina Power there you they listen. If you they listen, Mamina Power, give me thumbs up, please. Then he go down come up and day. Then he off 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, boop. I bet you call DJ Little again, then at the phone. You go then at the phone, Mamina Power don't give me thumbs up. You go then at the phone number now, and they say, how they do? Sata, let's talk to them. Hello darling, how are you? Would they meet now tomorrow? Now that place would they meet now? Go ton. In web go de no Abdul, now for rest. You got for rest, Abdul. Abdul, you got for rest. Whole day, and then that name me na power go dey pan. Not to say no one share with we the community, but they say you got to look after yourself first before you able to look after the community. And also, if forget say it gets very young picking them, we still need na their life. It gets in wife, it gets in mama, it gets in papa, it gets in siblings them. Where they all still need her. No, not DJ Little, na community champion. Our Metropolitan Scotland call you community ambassador. They fly the flag and we love him for that. We love him to bits. But then he was not stopping. He was not stopping to eat properly. He was not stopping to notice some of the issues that maybe they go on within his body. He was not stopping to exercise. He was not stopping to sleep properly.
No.
This man is 7 days a week, 24/7 hours, 365 days of the week. Now this man, I don't want to see, we don't meet up in a salon. When you see them say, Subri Salah, I don't make him call you. I said, do you please? Me, I can't rest small. I know so no go they pass. By the time them are, what have we they be in Regent Road, down the Regent Road by Lumley? What have done reach na Rose Cross or whatever on a call them eastern part up gone to table. By the time they make it don't come out today, it don't reach na Lumley Beach. How you they do this under that hot burning sun? So, ladies and gentlemen, this might come as a surprise to most of you, but I am going to introduce nobody else but our DJ Little to you. Let me hold this megaphone because he will need megaphone because guess what? He also had a near-death experience. And we begged the doctor that let it actually restrain and hospital for 4 days. I was all the way in Gambia. We begged the doctor then for restraint and a hospital because he needed to just stop for a bit. So for those of you who've seen him run in the past few days, not so glad running the power. Not so glad na die na miss am. So this we wonderful community champion. Na die na miss am. So over to you, DJ Little. Tell me by little bit what they go on in life.
Oh my God! After when you don't finish me done, now you are big sister. It's like, oh, big sister, they can't talk to you. Now you are big sister, talk to you. So I don't know. The only thing I will say is exactly what me two brother they don't say. My big brother Hamid and then my small brother Ishmael is you know, if God then at your side and your time is not right, not now, you're not gonna go ball. You dey get a warning and you dey get a warning shot where if you not take them,
left to you.
It left to you. And for that, for me, I always say it's a blessing because not all man get the warning shot.
True.
So man in warning shot been too silent for him, so it's too little, too late.
Yes.
So man in warning shots again. Me or Isatta, mine is this na second year, 2 years in a row back to back. As you know, last year, the same time, probably a year exact, or so around the same month, and I get the same experience. I get friend with a cardiology specialist. We do all what he can for supporting me that attended last year around June, July. Then he puts me, he recommend me say, in put the letter to where my doctor for put on to go because now in specialist department, in take on that responsibilities. They say fine. All I needed to do was to turn up for the appointment at the Ackerman Center and then start for do the treadmill once a week or once every other week.
You do
I shake hand and then that was it. I go for the first appointment, I'm not gonna lie. At the Ackerman Center, we get the review and say, okay, fine, we will give you date to you go for the beginning they come. Who side that appointment they done, now the appointment done. Anytime when Mike see me, that my colleague now walk. He can say, you started, I'm like, yep.
In the life by yourself. They do it 5 daily prayers.
Yes, he said, how's it going? It's going well. You understand? I say, when's the next session? I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna check, but I think he says
The excuse.
They get excuse. So that they carry on for the whole year. 3 weeks ago, I sit on our host. I think say most of we all get the same thing. So my story is similar to Hamid. Mr. Sir just bell football. Within the last 2 years, I realized that they get food coma. Anytime I eat, within 2 to 3 minutes, at the ball. So it's become so habitual, me picking and they laugh me because Usa eat done, if I don't grab within that 10-15 minutes, and they sleep. So food come and they knock me straight away because of all the body where I don't exhaust myself. By the time I can't sit down eat, the food just they weigh me down, I sleep. So anyway, I eat done. Now me one game within the house. Me 15-year-old be the upstairs.
True.
You understand?
True.
So I eat done. Now I say okay fine. This was about 7:45. By the time I don't eat done, I begin to feel somehow. So I just thought, okay, maybe just get over that period. But I begin to feel this pain. Similarly, just the Koti Hamid say, just by me side, and they feel something they chukne me. But I'm like, okay, no. So anyway, I had to call somebody. And then I called the person. I know for the benefit, I know who call the person name. But I called the person in her house. She's in healthcare. and now ask him. I say, this is how they feel. He run all the prognosis and say to me. Now I say, you get for go. Call he say call 999. That's I call 999. That's not do me. Look at the team.
Because he didn't talk.
Yes.
He's not saying
he said to me, "Well, I don't let them canteen in the way you talk." He said, "So you get for call." They say, "Okay, we call 111." I say, "Okay, I will call 111." So I call 111. Long story short.
So just to interrupt, for those of you who don't know, we're not in the UK, and for una self within this UK, we no one they use 111. In London, we get a non-emergency number when now 111. When you call 111, you they get a clinician where they triage you call, and then you they get a doctor where most likely go call you back and talk to you, and then they will decide whether they need for come visit you now host and check on you, or then they invite you now one of them walk-in center them, or they call ambulance for you. And we then call ambulance for you. It's pretty much, it's serious. So just to remember, when you GP don't lock, then you the one that say, this is not necessary for me, like go, I don't want to go sit on a A&E, but I still not feel too good, what you have to do, call 111. Nothing is too little, nothing is too silly. It better let them tell you, say, you're okay.
Then
or
take the risk.
then you take that risk there because you the worry say you don't want to go sit down. You remember say just not can go because na agency. If I phone in sick, they not go pay me. That money not go mean nothing to you if you're not well.
True.
So it's very, very important. And make I just read just a few comments. Somebody say thanks guys. What an educative program. Also thank you Majid for sharing your story. I know, thank you. And then Lamiko stood there and he said, Una tell the Moses say, I get for Dostam on Sunday. He said, one mention your name, he's gone back to the gym. You know. Kudos to you, Auntie Isatta. Love you too, my darling Mariama. And then we've got Little is hardworking. I know he's hardworking, my brother here. But then he also needs to have a work balanced life. You have to have a work balanced life. If not, then he's not gonna be of any use to any of us.
Somebody say I tire for telling lady, I mean little bro, like take a break. So you know.
Yes. So I mean, so that means people have been telling him. We've all been telling him. You know, all of us have been telling him to just stop a little bit. Fatima tell us that the man at 28 days. You know, and Olivia, yes. I know say Olivia and one person where they tell I'm off all the time. And then somebody has written here, if Mosire Fadika, arguably the most popular community ambassador in Sierra Leone, could be forgotten today, it goes to show that regardless of your community commitment, one should prioritize health. If you die, it done. I wholeheartedly subscribe to Isatta's assertions. Thank you so much, my brother. It is very, very pertinent. You're only good when you're alive. When you're not alive, you're of no good to anybody. So that is so true. You know, so we have to make the most of life, and then we have to take into account and take full responsibility of the lifestyle we live and what is important. And especially for us in the diaspora. The ones in Mama Salon maybe will say they don't have the facilities and opportunities. Yes, they're moving on, they're trying very hard, they're working towards it. But simple things like the internet network there is slower. We get them there at our fingertips. We can use it. You can seek information. You can make one phone call, and that alone can just trigger lots of phone calls and lots of things being done for you. So let us take advantage of it. Let us make use of it. So over to you, Little. So obviously, this person advised you for call 999, but then you chose to call 111, and then you call 111. What happened?
So when I call 111, anyway, so within 18 minutes, as they say, then turn up. 2 crew members turn up na Midomot. So I get to the door. And they say, what them tell me from the phone call was now host them can say because now 111 no issue. But because of what I don't say, but they might be a possibility where they will take me go, but they're gonna turn up in a car. Thankfully, now ambulance they turn up with. So when they see me, when they talk, 9-1 begin to contemplate say, I think we should go with him in the ambulance. So at Mabde, I'm like, I work in healthcare. There's nothing wrong with me.
Typical.
You understand? At Mabde, I said, when I'm supposed to come in, do you want to come in? So, well, from what they talk, I don't know whether I was having a slow speech. I don't get no idea. You understand? Eh? So they insist. So the older woman, they say, well, let's just go in the ambulance, see if we can get stuff in, and then we can come and see him. Now the other gentleman, the white guy, say, no, let's take him in. Anyway, so they take me in. As I get in there, before you know it, strapped on the bed, the trolley bed in the ambulance, they doing my obs. So from doing my obs, now
so for those who don't know, the obs is basically they do vital signs in blood pressure. They check in blood sugar level.
Do an ECG.
They do ECG. They do all the checks now where they can get inside that the ambulance. They don't begin check them because if you say, oh me I they work like King's College Hospital now me first day at that poster. So I know it all. I know it all. Me and DJ Little, community ambassador of Sierra Leone. So wait till now one talk. I will. So
at that point, now I say, well, if I'm going, this is serious. Now call me daughter. So now call me daughter. I say, well, I'm going. They taking me, close the door. Now I say, who side they go? Now I say, I go hospital. They take me to hospital, but I'm okay.
Yeah, right.
Inside the ambulance, now they make the decision. Say we're gonna have to blue light. So when they say blue light, obviously I understand what the blue light mean. I'm like, okay, blue light me to. Now I say we'll take you to St. Thomas's. So then blue light me. Long story short, straight into resource.
And resource is basically the part of the accident and emergency bit where they know say now you either they get heart attack or you are about to get it, and it's the life and death corner. Now that cubicle there where they call resource. Now the most serious part of the accident and emergency area that they go back community ambassador.
Isatta at the reach as I reach the crew member they hand over. I'm getting to a junior registrar coming in, and then another doctor coming in. They say, okay, fine. Then they hand over, then they reconnect me, my obs again, everything connected, and then before you know, ECG all over my body. I said, hey, okay. This is serious one. So from there on, they're not satisfied. So they come back now, the registrar can come back and can give me a feedback. Say, we not look satisfied with your results. Say because your ECG abnormal.
Oh boy.
He say but from what you they look at, the obs is saying everything is okay, but your ECG abnormal. What you want to do? They will keep you in for a few hours more, and then we will let you know. I say like how much? And I say 3 hours. You know what I tell you? I say I go for work in the morning. I'm going home. He say you sure? And I says now the registrar say well. Give me some moment, and then call a consultant. This is serious. So then call the consultant because you don't call consultants at night.
Yes.
In A&E. Now then call the consultant. So then call the consultant. He come on the phone, and then put the consultant to me on the phone. Now he said to me, "You sure say you want to go house? We just want to observe you." Now I say yes. I say I want to go house. I go for work in the morning. I say now me and my girl picking no more than house. Me older girl picking, and I need to go and keep an eye. Now I say okay. You just have to sign this consent form. This self-discharge form.
Self-discharge form, yes.
You take the responsibility and take it in the road.
I sign them. But the guy that team up there, and then the lady will do the ECG, the other junior doctor. They watch me and think say inside art they say asshole. You understand? You can just
see. Because they go now like go. They go for go kill you now.
So like it really they cost me. When they see the frown in my face.
Yes.
So anyway, at that time the parents don't come. Me mama and Mr. Adida don't come, and then Miss Mogwara they don't come. You understand? And my mom was stressfully up and down. You understand? They don't come inside there. Mr. Adida hold on this side there. But I'm like, I said to them, I want to go. Anyway, we got a cab, and then I go home. Wake up. Within that 2-3 hours, I reach home about 4 o'clock morning. I wake up again, my usual routine. I probably didn't. I go by 5 o'clock. I go pray. Because I don't sleep again, and I can't also sleep for a few hours. Then I go work. I go work while I reach now, but we don't send text to my manager, say are they ED and whatnot. Now I say, what are you doing here? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Now it's okay. But the office, like I used to do so, they see me through me on computer desk. But you see me at the go so, I cancel, I go so, I cancel. You understand? Now I call me in the office. He said, let me come over. I come over, now I call me, say, I shouldn't be here. Now I say, no, I'm fine. Now it's okay, well, not go out in the ward, stay at the office, do what you do. But he's still not satisfied. Just like how they look me, so that's how they look me. Now
something is not right.
So he do something, he keep because he get one in leg, he just kick the remote. Now he lock in the remote. I think he make a phone call. Now he call me back shortly.
Okay, let me hold you off there. Lamin Kostoda Hamid is asking
ECG.
what is ECG? ECG is electrocardiogram.
Yeah.
So basically, it's not then lead them. You can see and say panem film. It's a 12 lead. They put it all over to check how the activity of your heart. So that alone is not enough for make them able to diagnose heart attack, but it they able to diagnose abnormality. They tell you say whether the heart beat too fast or whether there's irregular heartbeat or any of that. So that is what an ECG tells you. Now the other thing where again for move on to is these same blood tests where again Ishmael get and then Majid self don't encounter, which like I said before, where people that they worry say, oh, that they take too much blood, they no need for take too much blood. So there's always a reason. Every blood test has its role to play.
By the way, then did take some bloods in
that first time.
Resource.
Yes.
Now, once I've been in a resource St. Thomas's Hospital.
Yeah.
You understand? And all that being able to take place. And then they were not satisfied with one per me as I update you.
Yes.
They will not be satisfied with one per me.
On the troponin levels.
The troponin levels, you understand?
So again, the troponin level is it's the protein where the heart the release where it overactive. When there's something about to go wrong, that the troponin level they go up. The troponin level it's a protein where the heart it related to the heart. It should be under 0.02. So, but if it go higher, that means something is happening in the heart, which sometimes even an MRI will not see, an X-ray will not see, an ECG will not see, and that is why that blood test, they're not a joke with them until it is clear and it comes to normal. Then they left you like go no side, and I think now they will meet up, isn't it?
Yes. So when we reach now at Kings, and then after the phone call, my manager called me, and then I get to the phone. It was one of the divisional directors of nursing. Based on again my relationship I get with senior level. Nice, the woman get on the phone and say, Abby, what's this I heard that you've been in hospital and then you're at work? You need to come over to the cardiac theaters now. Can you walk? I said yes. He said, is there somebody? So one of the senior nurse them able to me. Now I say, okay, well he go escort me. So they escort me. As I reach, again there was a trolley bed waiting for me, a gown waiting for me, strip and everything. Repeat the same test. Where they do now St. Thomas's. Where if I would have waited a few hours, I probably would have got my results. So everything I had to go. And then, well, what thing can happen? We can become upset to me now. The stats result will be the same thing. ECG abnormal, troponin level is still unclear, and everything. But my general observation was fine, but they say ultrasound MRI scan. You understand? So around the time of the day, they could still do that MRI scan. But I can't see delay in tactics don't begin to happen now. Yeah. So I don't know whether phone call pass through work. You understand? So I become very, very unsettled. And then the bed manager on the day, one with Salon sister, where instead try for doing your part for delay me. Deliberately.
I think basically.
I don't know if now God be on my side on the day.
Now God,
all of the people the way they try for, so he can't meet me, he keep me copy 551, he started try for fan you bed and what I said who's bed who he try for fan me.
Me not a sleep now today.
I said why you just try for fan me bed? He said no, because waiting to happen. Maybe if we don't get the ultrasound, the MRI scan done today, you might get it done maybe on Saturday morning. Then I know she's talking boo because I know exactly what it talk about. You understand? You're talking Monday.
You're going to be admitted, yeah.
So now I say, so me talk anyway. The next thing I hear, usually you get the nurse in charge can give you that news day. You had the divisional manager. This man be don't come now. He don't come offend me. Now he can't give me the news now. Say that they keep me. He has never seen me like that. I cry like picking when I'm just born. Welcome on my mind belly. We just see the daylight. We say what a disappointing world. Put me back inside the womb. You understand? I cry. Ishmael has never seen two of us. No, I cry like, because the divisional manager, You have a nurse in charge, and we all know the stage is the hierarchy.
Yes.
This is the top of the top. We make the phone call. Now you can make me the news say.
You know they go no
You know they go no
Yeah,
side.
you did
Now they
that.
keeping a.
Say Monday.
And then they give me all the assurances, say no worry and blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, I want to go now.
I want to go home.
I want to go home. Like, baby,
I want to go.
I want to go home.
Now he said that thing. Now he text me. Look me upside there. Now I say, wait, text me. Now I begin texting. I said, they don't do this test. They don't do this test. I said, let them keep on there. Then they say, hey, you again? I say, yes, me again. Then they keep you there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you did.
It was ridiculous.
You know, I mean, you know, just to cut a long story short.
Yeah.
I think on hindsight now and going back, you're glad you stayed.
Honestly, it is the best decision,
you know,
clinically that was made for me.
Yes.
From a professional point of view.
Yeah.
From a normal person point of view, I try my best to restrain, and then I get a lot of apologies because many people they were obviously because the news spread like wildfire because I did not have the situation. I put something on my status on not on Facebook, on my WhatsApp status,
yeah.
and then it flew like wildfire. And then it's just spread all over the place. And then you know what can lead to gut attack, this or that, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the phone calls then begin to come. But waiting them in the signs, the early signs of diagnosis was, thankfully they said they're not seeing anything, but it looks like I'm severely exhausted.
Yes.
So an angina was taking place here.
Yes, an angina is also chest pain.
Chest pain.
But usually it lasts for not more than 10 minutes.
Yes.
But also na a telltale sign.
Yes.
It's the journey towards heart disease.
Yep.
It is a journey towards a serious heart disease. And so that is why, and for you, that pathway is purely out of stress and exhaustion.
Yes.
Not because you're overweight,
No.
not probably because you've got a high cholesterol level,
No.
not because, but it's purely because you're overworking yourself, you're not going to give your body time for rest, you're stressed, and then it's basically putting too much pressure on your organs. So I think it was an eye-opener for you, and for us who knew and was, you know, we're not surprised.
Can I listen? I mean, at the first 6 month where I tell people, or when people that they find out say a little sick, I don't get the sympathy reaction immediately. I mean, honestly, Ishmael, anybody, little bit sick, they admit them, they deserve them.
Yes.
They rest, you know, they rest.
Yes.
As you said, everybody like, come on, where was the sympathy? Nobody was
they
like
look for
giving me-
attention, but all my
you
fellas
understand?
is they don't
Like,
they like
it deserve them. If they don't keep little in hospital, it deserve about time too. Like, I'm thinking, really?
You know.
What was I doing wrong, or what have I done wrong?
You weren't doing anything
You
wrong,
understand?
and everybody knows you have the greatness and goodness and the love for the community.
Yeah.
But just like somebody say, you're no good use to us if you're dead.
Yeah.
We need you alive. So that is why you have to. There's
to take
always
care of yourself.
there's always that work balance. You don't work too much and forget about your life. The same time, you don't then live a sedentary lifestyle and then don't work. So, and exercise and everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, so from all of this, I think one good thing has come out.
Yeah.
From Ishmael's story, from Majid's story, and from your story, and from everything we are trying to push in our community, being health ambassadors, being change ambassadors. One good thing that is coming out of this is the activity we're having on Sunday.
Yes.
Yes. Make some noise. So that's the fun run, 5K fun run activity, which is this Sunday, the 1st of September, and that will start at 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock. I'm gonna let them talk about it a bit more, but I just want a young man here to come and just tell me a little bit about this activity, and then to tell me what role he's gonna play. Young man, can you tell me your name?
My name is Ishan.
Ishan. So, how many siblings have you got, by the way?
I've got 2 siblings, and I would have 3 siblings, but sadly one died when she was born.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that.
It's okay.
Yeah. But it's good that you could count that's her.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's very
Right?
thoughtful.
Yeah. Intelligent.
And
Very thoughtful.
and so who are you?
I'm the son of Ishmael Jalloh.
DJ.
AKA DJ Ish.
Yes.
You know. So they say catch them when they're young.
Yeah.
So, you know, Ish is already doing that.
Yeah.
So so tell me about the fun run, the 5K fun run. What is it about?
The The 5K fun run is all about inspiring people to help and support breast cancer or prostate cancer.
But at the same time, it's a win-win situation, isn't it? Because they're inspiring people, they're raising funds for breast cancer and prostate cancer, but at the same time, during that, they're also improving their health and well-being, isn't it? And that is why all of us are in support of this, and we're sponsoring this, because I think it's very, very important. And for those of us who cannot run, we can walk. So you can either walk or you can run. So don't be put off with the fact that you cannot run. You can walk. But also there's going to be, the health show is going to have a marquee up, which is going to have lots of information. We're going to have lots of health information. We're going to have healthy fruits and vegetables available. There's going to be lots of opportunity for you to ask questions, to share your information, and to just be together again as a community.
Can I just say something here? You understand, Isatta? And many of you around me know, family, my parents, my mom can attest to this. I don't eat any fruits. But I can guarantee you on that day, if we raise 200 pounds through the, you understand, on the day,
yes,
I will eat an apple.
You start eating fruits.
I will eat an apple.
Whoa!
This is a declaration. So all man know that I don't eat fruit.
You don't eat fruit.
I don't eat fruit.
Well, the man can me oats.
Yeah.
I
everybody
chicken and salad.
Yeah.
If you say the man look the food, like where dog they look dirty food. Like where they say, look, I mean they can't get this, they can't tell me rest. I said rest.
So the target is very low, just 200 pounds. If we can get 200 pounds on the day,
yes,
I will have a bite of an apple.
So the mammy na power, now so for do until doctor don't tell we don't get one in science. So now the rest not for cook am too much. Let go let you complain. The white rice not for cook am. Now the brown rice, and then maybe twice a week make you eat bulgur.
Yeah.
You know.
And if I can come in.
And rather than the palm oil, you can put olive oil.
Yes.
Or you can eat white plasas.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I'm going to do some. I'm going to put together a pledge for October, which is also called Stoptober.
Yeah.
I'm going to put together a pledge, but once I've got it all sorted out by mid-September, I will release some for people then for sign up, where we just spend the whole month of October trying to see if we can only eat vegetables. Vegetable by what I mean, no meat, no fish, no chicken. You can still have egg, you can boil it, you can cook it, you can fry it, whatever you want to do with it. You can eat it with rice, but you would not eat meat and fish or chicken for one whole month. And whatever money we raise, we're going to give it to organizations back in Sierra Leone that are working towards improving cancer in Sierra Leone. This one that Countdown are doing, which is Ishmael and Abdul Wahab, DJ Ish and DJ Little, is to raise funds for breast cancer and prostate cancer in the UK. Because I know on last week Saturday, there was collection boxes going around,
with our lovely sister,
and some people, Syrian Kamara was going around with it, and I remember someone saying, "What make I can't give me money?" Then I turned to the person, I said, "What make you go and give me money? If you get breast cancer right now, you know go one let them give you the best treatment.
Yes.
Who's you feel say that money they come out?"
Thank you.
And I think as Africans, as Sierra Leoneans, that is what we have to learn. We have to learn to start giving.
Yes.
Not so because no more we they get benefits from that thing they now the only time we forgive. Let's learn to be generous. The reason why make them country there than they how then they so is because they give. You go see them, I mean, then get that they live on 20 pounds, but then go most pull 1 pound, then donate to a charity. Because either way they get it back. We all get it back. So please, 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 my brothers and sisters, we can only plead to you so much. Let us move away from this habit where if we not gain something out of it, that moment, that instant gratification. We have to move away from that. We have to move away from that because you don't know, 1 in 4 people would be diagnosed of cancer. That is a done deal. The same way 1 in 3 men will be diagnosed of heart disease. The same way 1 in 4 people will be diagnosed of diabetes. So these illnesses
I
are
think
there
it's 1 in 6 black men
and
are
are
diagnosed
for
with
real.
prostate cancer.
And guess what? We Africans are more susceptible to diabetes.
Yeah.
We're more susceptible to heart disease. We're more susceptible to some of these cancers. So we need to step up. We not for sit down, we fall, we hand, we fall, we foot. All thing na papa government for do for we. Now we na papa government. Now we get for do something. The community we need for contribute to this community. Likewise, we need for contribute to the community back home. So anyway, let me get all of them together. Our, organizers. I am so proud of them because for us again in our community, culturally, we always go look and say, hey, what's the man that they do for his breast money for breast cancer? And they're proudly wearing breast cancer t-shirts. Because men do also have breast cancer. Because they get Bobby. They get Bobby. And when I get for members say, when the woman gets breast cancer, now the man they deprive the man of something. So
the man they suffer.
Yes,
Papa they suffer more.
Yes,
because at least when the picking can a period of 2 years, Papa they get up for a very long time.
Exactly.
And if breast cancer don't come well,
the pan and they suck the bobby longer than the picking. So they get for look after the bobby.
So we get interest. I'm glad when you ask this because plenty people don't ask. We say, we don't get better thing for raise money for past breast cancer.
Exactly.
That's now the most forgetful man. The benefits what a man they get from Bobby.
Yes.
You understand?
From the cradle to the grave. From the cradle to the grave. From when they born man, he begin suck Bobby. Say he die, they suck Bobby. So
we got forget interest.
We got una forget interest. So it's only
the notion of all these things. It's not only about just we they do this for breast cancer and prostate cancer, but this is a public health appeal to we community. This is an eye opener for everybody. Yes, we carry breast cancer and prostate cancer, but this is a wake up call to our community. It's a public health appeal. We need to wake up now.
Yes,
because a lot of people are dying before you know it. Like how Isatta say, you don't begin to get bleed, you don't begin to get symptoms, you ignore it.
Yes.
You keep on ignoring until something happens and say, hey, that's what happened. Oh yeah, but you had the signs. You ignore it. So we're coming in. Now they advocate all this exercise. The part of this we do is because we want to encourage people for get in the exercise attitude and exercise mindset. Say you need for exercise, not to just the eat no more. So tell the day if you drive safe, left the motor waka.
Yes.
Waka can down, waka go up. Take the time out to do minimal exercise.
Yes.
Okay, it reduces so much for you. It increases your health state. Is so much. So for me, I'm an ambassador for change. I'm an ambassador for make we community. It's about time. We encourage we mama, we papa, we brother, we sister them. Let them all aware say it does exist. Depression exists. All the medical condition that we talk about does exist. Don't be ashamed to talk about it. Seek help. Seek help. Now we find ourselves in the country where we for thank God for. Go seek help. No sit down say, oh, are the shame for telling me company man?
Yes.
Are the shame for telling little? No. Please. We are standing for changes now. We want to see change happen in our community.
Please,
thank you.
We do. Thank you, and thank you so much. I think we can go endlessly with this program
Sunday from 10 o'clock morning.
Just to remind you, Sunday, this is not a black man time, this is not English time, because after that, you still have opportunity to go to the Javan Coca Foundation activity that is taking place in Abbeywood.
Isn't it?
Yes, well, it starts, I think, from 12 to 1, but it's going to be there till about 6. So please join as well. That's another good cause. It's about looking after carers of disabled children and all of that, and just making the day more fun and happier. But for the fun run, the 5K fun run, please come at 10 o'clock. Please be there for 10 o'clock, especially if you haven't registered. Registration is still open. You can register on the day. Adults, it's £5. Children, it's £2. There will be plenty of water, plenty of water. We've had so much sponsorship. It's unbelievable. It's been amazing. And if you've done the run, you can have the a fruit pot or a vegetable pot. And if you haven't, you would also you donate 50p and have a fruit pot or a vegetable pot, and all of it will go towards prostate cancer and breast cancer in the UK. Duya, unala, we get together. Let's make life better. And as we all know, your health is your wealth. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love you all.
Thank you,
and we'll
guys.
see you again next week.
Just for Rob Mott quickly.
Yes.
Because I know say lots of people, and this they scare them of when they talk about 5K fun run, right? We get little Isham now, we don't do 5K with me for the past 2 days. And honestly, I'm so proud of him. So please, people, encourage you picking them, encourage everybody for come. Isham, I don't know if you want,
yeah, do you want to
say something to the kids? Please.
I want to say that even if you can't run or don't want to do it, still just try. Because imagine if you were in that situation, one of your parents had prostate cancer or breast cancer, wouldn't you want to try to help?
Yes.
And it's a great
Thank
way.
you. Oh my Lord, I love you, son. I love you.
Thank you, Isham. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, we're going to leave it on that note. We love you all. Thank you so much.
See you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Thank you.
And
Bye.
stay blessed.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a program. You know what I mean?
Endless program.
This doesn't do it. It's now or never. Now we need to wait.
Ben 10 over 10. Are you ready now? Okay, let's go. Men 10. Fine, baby them. Let we go. Only fine, baby them.
It's Classic Clef Production.
Check this. Now Friday don't cancel. Waiting that mean? Tem don't reach for pop collar. I thank God for my life. As long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop collar. All me item they don't sell. Man get for boy, let we pop collar. I just got a call from my boss. I don't send you money now your phone. Grab play you pop collar. Let we pop collar. Party man grab play you pop collar. TGIF, as long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop. All works, no play, make Ben $10. See they months done, man fit spend $10. Rascal Robin Hood, body not so firewood. See they holiday, let we pop 10 color. Kuku Jumuku they watch, see that with a long face. Awayeri Gumbe, see me with me long yes. Everybody tap 9 corner with a young case. That today I know say the sex is a big broke waist. Turn up to you torment, I don't lock yes, I know why you read the comment. Pick up the phone, call Aminata Frances Patu. All them fine, baby, let we connect. Do one like a Congo, pure badness. Shake my shaking inside the club, pure madness. Baby, then they fall, wait and see your highness. Sipping on bitter cola, that's pure hardness. Now Friday don't cancel. Waiting that mean? Tem don't reach for pop collar. I thank God for my life. As long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop collar. All me item they don't sell. Man get for boy, let we pop collar. I just got a call from my boss. I don't send you money now your phone. Grab play you pop collar. Let we pop collar. Party man grab play you pop collar. TGIF, as long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop collar. Like I not get at its loss. Texas games nights on the sun, then I must. Sierra Lights house on a Friday, then I must. Give me a bottle of I don't care about the cost. Fine girl, can I ya? You think I'm not seeing you? I really like what I see in you. For way too long I've been seeing you. I don't really care who's seeing you. Ben 10 gets 110, baby. Me not really want no unwanted, baby. I not even remember me long term, baby. Come naya if you know say you not haunted, baby. They get it down, they get it down. They get it down, they get it down. Who be the bomb, you not the bomb. So tell the song for them, you not the one. Now Friday don't cancel. Waiting that mean? Tem don't reach for pop collar. I thank God for my life. As long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop collar. All me item they don't sell. Man get for boy, let we pop collar. I just got a call from my boss. I don't send you money now your phone. Grab play you pop collar. Let we pop collar. Party man grab play you pop collar. TGIF, as long as I'm alive, it's a must for pop collar. Special dedication to all the one who they work. Half time, part time, overtime, on the time, morning shift, afternoon, evening, birthday, anniversary shift. Let we go. My advice to you, one time you fit grab play you pop collar. Alright. See me, I'm just chilling. I did watch the clock, and I'm like,
If you're having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car rank 1. Wheels for sure, got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, man, forget it. Who would've thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wheels for sure, car leasing for every credit score.